Good morning, Chuck, WYNOT WANDER. First morning after the first night at Walmart on our little winter trek here. It's the 19th day of January. I'm up. I've got the bed made, got breakfast cooking. Just a couple points I wanted to make here before I head off to work for the day. Cooking breakfast, got some eggs on the stove. Water in the back I'm heating up for dishwater. Softening some butter, and I got some little smokies. The toast just popped up, so I'm going to make this short and butter it. But I just wanted to show you I've got a jug of water on the kitchen. That's my kitchen water. Plastic dish pan in the sink. I wash my dishes in there. I pour clean water over them, sparingly as possible. I used paper plate last night for supper. It's really all I had. A couple coffee cups, a little bit of silverware. I did have soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. Using water sparingly in this dish pan is all the water I use for wash and rinse to get everything good and clean. But also want to point out down here on the floor, I got a bucket with a heavyweight plastic bag in it. That's my refuse. I'm gonna put my dishwater in there. There's a dumpster just outside where I'm parked here at Walmart. They've set up for truckers to use. I'm actually in the truck parking area right here. Let me just peek outside with you. I don't have my shoes on yet, but there's my view this morning. Walmart's over behind us. You can see right in front of me there's the dumpster. There's a semi truck over there. Kind of a cool day, still plenty of snow on the ground. So once again, I've not put any water in the water system of the motorhome. I've got the porta potty back in the shower that I use for that. Then everything else is going in this bucket and in the dumpster. So keep a bucket and a supply of heavy bags. You really don't need plumbing or trash. Talk to you again in a little while. Getting ready to head into town to go to work. Buttoning things down. Got my garbage all tied up. My water jug is set down. My dishes are all done. But when I took the window covers down, it reminded me of something. I did know, I suppose everybody already knows, you do not want condensation in your motorhome. You can see from looking at my windshield and side windows, I boiled water a couple times this morning and last night for dishes. Also heated my can of soup in a pan of boiling water. My main point right now is I should have opened the vent over the stove so that when I boiled my water I wasn't gathering moisture, because for every bit of moisture that's on the windshield, which of course is where it gathers due to the cold glass with the moisture in the air, I probably have some moisture soaked into the ceiling, whatnot. Note to self, note to others. You got boiling water, boiling anything in your motorhome, open a vent because you don't want that moisture in here. Just come over here and crack that vent open. Let that fan run a little bit while we're headed into town. So I'm going to take my trash, which also contains my dishwater, as I mentioned earlier. I have shoes on now. Just head over. Places a lot of truck parking usually provides dumpsters. Truckers have jugs of stuff they sometimes need to get rid of. That's a better place than leaving them lying around the parking lot, if you know what I mean. Well, there's so many trucks came in last night. We can barely see the Walmart building over there, but you can see the corners of it behind everything. Wind's blowing a little bit this morning. Perkins across the way. If you can see their big flag. There's our rig. I got it running. Trying to defrost that window a little bit. Out here to do my morning walk around before we move. Not a bad place to park, out of the way of everything. Walmart back lot behind the semis. Hope the wind isn't taking my sound out. Everything looks good. The hitch is still secure, not tampered with. Everything looks good. Let's get in and go. Chuck with Why Not Wander in frigid western Nebraska. Okay, this is Chuck, Why Not Wander. Freshly charged GoPro battery. Tried to make a little recording earlier, the battery was down. It's the second evening, it's Tuesday, January 19th. Boondocking in western Nebraska. We're at Walmart again. Now last night, I was over on that far corner of the lot. But you know, you don't realize just how noisy semis can be when they're running all night long. It actually sounded like I had my generator running, and I didn't. I used my generator a little while this morning to make some coffee. But just my whole coach was vibrating from the trucks that I was parked next to. Of course, Walmart allows overnight parking, RVs, semis. More and more all the time. Now, a couple times in the past, I've stayed at the same Walmart, Sydney, Nebraska, and there have been quite a few other RVs. But the middle of January, as you can see, there's a lot of snow. If you see the Motel 6, about a half mile over there, behind the Perkins sign, the Conoco sign, Cabela's store, Cabela's World Headquarters, Sydney, Nebraska. That's not where I'm working. I'm down here working for the railroad. But anyway, brought the RV to stay down, just a temporary assignment. I think I'm going home tomorrow. Somebody else is going to come down, finish the week. I'm on to other things, but I think I'm going to try and stay here tonight. Interstate 80 is just over where that big light pole is. There's a little bit of noise from it, but not near as much as from a row of semis with their motors running all night. So there you can see a truck going by on the interstate over there. It's not that far away, and yes, you do get a little bit of noise from them, but I think all things considered, I could move a little closer to the center of the lot. Certainly there's lots of room here, but for tonight I think I'll be right here. A little snow drift outside the coach, but it's been melting pretty good. They've left a trash can tied to the light pole here, so if people staying overnight, there's a place to put trash. Less for them to pick up if they have a place to collect it. So anyway, just wanted to show you where I am for the night. You can see the flag up there on Walmart blowing pretty good. Can't see the Perkins flag tonight that I showed you today because it's the other side of the Motel 6 right there. Anyway, have a good night. This is Chuck. Why Not Wander? Camped out in frigid western Nebraska Panhandle. Have a great night.